What is up, guys? Welcome back to the 40K Cafe. And today, one of my followers ended up messaging me about Perpetuals. They wanted me to do a quick lore dive, so with that being said, let's get into it. For starters, a Perpetual is an individual who tends to be psychic and has a gene that is mutated, allowing the individual to be functionally immortal. Some of these individuals can acquire the genetic mutation via advanced technology or genetic manipulation, or they were just naturally born with it. When I say functionally immortal, these individuals can be decapitated, they can be incinerated, obliterated, suffocated, annihilated, and still survive and or just be reborn or re-put together. In terms of naturally born perpetuals, the list is very low and the origin of them tends to be very unknown. And the oldest known living perpetuals would be the Emperor, Olivia Surica, and Urda, who, as far as we know, have been around since the beginning of civilization itself. In fact, Urda was one of the longest standing companions of the Emperor. Being a perpetual herself, she also dubbed the perpetuals Homo Superior, believing that they were the next step in human evolution. And although perpetuals were few and far between, they would still stand out as usually warlords or some other political leader of great power and significance. Obviously, though, the one that would stand out and become the most powerful, as we know it, would become the man that was the Emperor. From the earliest days as the Emperor, he would actually seek out other perpetuals to assist him with his goals of bettering humanity as a whole. He would want to rise humanity from the farthest depths of civilization and bring them to a somewhat perpetual-like state as well. After all, that was his goal during the Great Crusade, to conquer the galaxy for humanity. Not the Primarchs, not the Space Marines, not the Custodians, for humanity. Now, many of the Perpetuals will actually end up opposing the Emperor, and in fact, many of the earliest wars ended up being deciphered as those rivals against the Emperor trying to go out against his desires and wishes. Now, those that would end up becoming an ally with him would eventually one by one disappear or leave, whether it was for their own personal goals, well-beings, or even just beliefs. They would leave him or betray him, with Urda being one of the last known perpetuals to leave his side for her own dissolutions. The only known perpetuals left that ended up remaining true and loyal to the Emperor to the ends of time, to my knowledge, are only Malcador the Sigillite, who would eventually pass after the Horus Heresy, spoilers by the way, and Vulcan. Now, it wasn't believed that a perpetual could be killed for a very long period of time. Now again, that was at least the common belief, as many people didn't even realize what perpetuals truly were, even in the 40th millennium. That being said though, a certain artifact called the Fulgurite Spear, which contained a portion of the Emperor's psychic and divine might, was believed to have enough power in it to destroy a Primarch, or potentially even a Perpetual. This particular artifact was sought out by a plethora of individuals, but to save time on the video, it would eventually fall into the hands of none other than wordbearer Barthuza Narek. Barthuza Narek was a semi-loyalist wordbearer who would secretly still be a part of the wordbearers as a whole, and sought out to eliminate his own Primarch in order to redeem the wordbearer's honor. He aimed to accomplish this by using the Fulgurite Spear after holding it and truly witnessing the type of potential that this particular artifact held. Eventually, Barthuza Narek would come in contact with the Xenos agency known as the Cabal. Upon coming in contact with the Cabal, Barthuza Narek would battle out with a few of its agents, one of them being the perpetual Daemon Praetanus. It was actually this confrontation with Daemon Praetanus that we discovered that a perpetual can actually be truly killed permanently. Barthuza Narek would use a slither of the Fulgurite Spear as a bullet and shoot Daemon Praetanus dead. This, in my opinion, is a truly terrifying moment because it is a sign that you can truly kill a perpetual should you hold enough power. And power like this is difficult to come by. I'm excluding Malcador from the list of being killed because he died by sitting on the Golden Throne. But that being said, to my knowledge, there's no other recorded evidence of another perpetual being killed. But then again, there also aren't that many notable perpetuals. So with that being said, let me know what you want to hear next and follow for more.